Shabbat Shalom.
Hi, Shalom. I'm Rabbi Rich.
I'm Miriam. We've met. How are you? No problem. Nora.
Hi.
David. You know Cindy and Leon? My husband Eli.
Honig? Is that for coming today? How was your trip? Yeah. When did you get back? Last night?
Yesterday, yeah.
Fabulous trip.
But who did I miss?
Maybe you could share with us.
Oh yeah, you're more than me.
Did you take your whole family or just
I went solo.
solo?
I was there for conference. But it would be fun to go to get. Oh, it's fun to go to get.
You go through all of Israel? You saw the soldiers and everything? Very tense situation. A lot of tension.
There's just a lot of.
Did we know?
War to get be over and all that. Did you see any drone strikes?
Does she know how long that trip is?
Where the hospitals or place
Yeah, their trip.
right next to Toronto.
I know. It's 20.
I should have put it out of New York.
Yes.
Hello?
Yep. Seems to be the only airline that's really going there. Okay.
Did you visit any wounded soldiers?
You know, kiddo, we're gonna get started. Do you want to find your seat over there?
Yeah.
She kept on ringing the bell.
I can't pet them, right?
No, technically not. Ella, you have a dog? You have an animal?
I did, yeah.
Oh, that's why she's sniffing.
It's Hilda's fiance.
All right, come here. Sit down. Sit.
Richie's
Pardon me?
I'm still breathing.
just logging on to Houston because his cousin fixed it.
Yeah, that's terrible. I know.
Show you a picture too, wonderful.
Stay. Stay.
Such happy times we had.
Thank you. How are you? Good.
You don't have the outside.
I didn't know that they got married. We got his daughter.
Why doesn't he start this? Stay, stay.
Shalom. I didn't see you come in. Just looked over and there you were. It's a good spot. It's a good spot. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Welcome to Temple Beth Tzedek. Thank you. We begin our service with Ashrei. It's on page 289. Page 289.
Ashrei Ashrei Betecha Od Yalucha Selo. תהילתנו ידבר פיו, יברך כבוסו שם קודשו לעולם ועד, ואנחנו נברך יה מעתה ועד עולם, hallelujah.
Mourner's Kaddish is on page 302.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה.
אמן.
בעולמה דיברך ירותי וימליך מלכותי. בחיי חון וביומי חון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל. בעגלה וזמן קריב ואמרו.
אמן.
יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עולמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא. ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו.
אמן.
יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו. אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו.
Amen. You may be seated. We continue now with our Kabbalat Shabbat service, welcoming Shabbat. You can find Yedid Nefesh on page 10.
ידיד נפש, אב הרחמן, משוך עבדך אל רצונך, ירוץ עבדך כמו אייל, ישתחווה אל מול הדרך, ירב לו ידידותך מנופת צוף וכל תואם הדור נאה זיו העולם נפשי חולת אהבתך אנא אלנה רפנה לה בהרות לה נועם זיווך אז תתחזק ותתרפא והייתה לך שפחת עולם ותקיימו רחמך וחוסנה על בין אוהבך כי זה כמה נחשוף לראות בתפארת עוזך אנא אלי מחמד ליבי חושנה ואל תתעלם יגלנה ופרוס חביב עלי את סוכת שלומך תאיר ארץ מכבודך נגילה ונשמחה בך מהר אהוב כי במועד וחנני כי מעולם יאללה לי 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 יאללה לי 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 יאללה לי 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 יאללה 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 לי לי la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Naria, naria, letzur yishenu, nekadma fanav betoda. Naria, naria, letzur yishenu, bizmirot naria lo. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Arbaim shana kur bedor va'omaram to'e levavhem vehem lo yeru derachai asher nishbati ve'api im yevon el menuchati. Shirul Adonai shir chadash, Shirul Adonai kal haaretz, Shirul Adonai baruch shemo, basru miyom leyom yeshuato, sapru bagoyim kevodo, v'chol ha'amim nifleotav, ki gadol Adonai, umehulal me'od, noirahu al kol Elohim, lai lai lai, ki kol Elohei ho'amim elilim, v'Adonai shamayim asa, ha'od ve'hador, lefanav oz v'tiferet, b'mikdasho, havul Adonai mishpechat amim, havul Adonai kavod va'oz, havul Adonai kevod shemo. Se'o mincha uva'o lechatzrotav, lai 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 hishtachavol Adonai behadrat kodesh, chilo mipanav kol haaretz, imru v'goyim Adonai malach, avti kontev el baletimot, yadin amim b'meisharim, yismechu hashamayim v'tagel haaretz, Yeram hayam omelo yalo sodai v'chol asher bo lai 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 az yeranenu kol hatzeyor lifnei Adonai ki kiva lishpot haaretz yishpot tevel betzedek ve'amim be'emun Unato, lai 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 lai.
Continue individually on pages 15 and 16.
Or zaru ala tzadik ul yishrele v'simcha, simchu tzadikim baronai, v'hodu lezecher kodesho. Mizmor shirul Adonai, shir chadash, ki niflaot asa, Hoshia lo yemino, עוזרו הקודשו, הודיע אדוני ישועתו, לעיני הגויים גילה צדקתו, זוכר חסדו ואמונתו, לבית ישראל, ראו כל אפסי הארץ, את ישועת אלוהינו, הריעו לאדוני כל הארץ, פצחו ורננו וזמרו, זמרו לאדוני בכינור וכל זמרה, בחצות זרועות וקול שופר, הריעו לפני המלך אדוני, ירם הים ומלואו, תבל ויושביה, נהרות ימחאו כף, יחר הרים ירננו, לפני אדוני קיווה לשפוט הארץ, ישפוט תבל בצדק, בעמים במישורים, לילה 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 לילה
Continue now individually on pages 19 and 20.
Ramamu Adonai Eloheinu, v'ishtachavu lahar kodesho, ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu.
We turn now to page 21 and we rise.
Mizmor leDavid, havu l'Adonai ben Elim, havu l'Adonai, kavod va'oz, lai, havu l'Adonai kevod shemo, shtachavu l'Adonai b'hadrat kodesh, kol Adonai al hamayim, el kavod hirim, Adonai al mayim rabim kol Adonai bakoach lai kol Adonai behadar kol Adonai shover arazim vayshaber Adonai et arzei halvanon vayarkidem kemo egel Levanon v'Sirion kemo veneremim lai kol Adonai chotzev lahavot esh kol Adonai yachil midbar Yachil Adonai midbar kodesh kol Adonai yechol el ayolot vayechesoth ye'arot uv'hechalo kulo merkavod lai Adonai lama bul yoshav yeshev Adonai melech le'olam Adonai oz le'amo yiten Adonai yevorech et amo v'shalom lai
You may be seated. We continue now with V'chadodi. It begins on page 23. And when we reach the final verse on the bottom of page 25, we will rise and face the door to greet the Shabbat bride.
Lecha dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, hishmianu el hamiyuchad Adonai echad, ushmo echad l'shem u'tiferet ולתהילה לך דודי לקראת קהלה פני שבת נקבלה לקראת שבת אלכו ונלכה כי היא מקור הברכה מראש מקדם נסוך סוף מעשה ומחשבות תחילה לך דודי לקראת קהלה פני שבת נקבלה מקדש מלך עיר מלוכה קומי צאי מתוך הפך אורה ולך שבט בעמק הבכה והוא יחמול עלייך חמלה לך דודי לקראת קהלה פני שבת נקבלה התנערי מעפר קומי לבשי בגדי תפארתך מעל יד בן ישי בית הלחמי קרבה אל נפשי גאלה לך דודי לקראת קהלה פני שבת נקבלה התעוררי כי באורך קומי אורי שיר דברי כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה לך דודי לקראת קהלה פני שבת נקבלה לא תבושי ולא תקלמי לא תשתחווי ומה תהמי בך יחסו עניי עמי ונבנתה עיר על תילה לך דודי לקראת קהלה פני שבת נקבלה והיו למשיסה שעשייך ורחקו כל מבלייך יסיס עלייך אלוהייך כמסוס חתן על כלה לך דודי לקראת קהלה פני שבת נקבלה ימין ושמאל תפרוצי ואת אדוני תריצי על יד איש בן פרצי ונשמחה ונגילה לך דודי לקראת קהלה פני שבת נקבלה בואי בשלום עטרת בעלה גם בשמחה ובצהלה תוך אמוני עם סגולה בואי חלה לך דודי לקראת קהלה פני שבת נקבלה.
Please be seated. We continue with the Psalm for Shabbat on page 27.
צדיק תמר יפרח כרז בלבנון יזכה שתולים בבית אדוני בחצרות אלוהינו יפריחו עוד ינובון בשיבה דשנים ורעננים יהיו להגיד כי אשר אדוני צורי ולא עוולת בו. עדותיך נאמנו מאוד לביתך נאוה הקודש, אדוני לאורך ימים.
For those who are in mourning or observing Yortzeit, Mourner's Kaddish is on page 30.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, וילמד יברך ירותי וימליך מלכותי, וחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו,
אמן.
יהי שמי רבה מברך לעולם ולעולמי עולמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה,
ריחו.
לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו,
אמן.
יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו,
אמן.
עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו.
Amen. You may be seated. Shabbat Shalom. You see me yawning a little, it is because I'm still adjusting, a little bit of jet lag. I came back from my trip to Israel on Thursday, and there's a lot that I want to, of course, say about and share with you. I will say that one thing that I just enjoyed about the timing of this trip was I got a break from the Christmas madness that is all around us in Buffalo, and I have nothing against Christmas. Maybe I feel left out. I don't know, but it's a lot. And in Israel, Hanukkah is definitely approaching, and that looks different. What it looks like there are when you walk past the bakeries, there are racks of beautiful sufganiyot, and not just jelly with powdered sugar, but dulce de leche. I saw red velvet. I saw Oreo. I saw Eclair cream and all these things. I could not bring any back for you. That would have been nice. We could have passed them around. But I didn't bring any back for me either. I thought, let me not go down that road. But they're beautiful. It's not a big present holiday there so much as just, food and the miracle and the menorah lighting and things like that. And so I didn't mind a break from the sales and the gift wrap and all of that. But gifts do play a significant role in our Torah portion this week. We don't have a problem with gifts. And it comes up in this encounter between Jacob and his brother Esau. The last time they were together, it was 20 years before. You might remember that Jacob works with his mother to trick his father to kind of get his older brother's birthright, pretending to be him. And when Esau finds out what has happened, rightfully, he's very upset. And Jacob flees, not knowing what his brother will do, to exact revenge. And so now 20 years have passed, and Jacob has this huge family, his 2 wives and 2 concubines and all their children, and they're on the move, and they're going to be passing through the land where Esau and his family live. And he doesn't want any trouble, so he decides to get in front of the situation. And he sends messengers to Esau to let him know that they're going to be coming through. He's worried about what might happen, so he actually divides his camp into 2, figuring if Esau comes after one, at least the other half can run away. So that is how worried he is. He also sends his messengers with all of these gifts to give to Esau to try to gain favor. The gifts are in the form of livestock. And the Torah mentions male and female goats, sheep, camels, cows, donkeys, and I added up the numbers, and it's 550 animals, plus it mentioned the camels and their babies, but didn't say how many babies. So 550 plus however many camel babies they had. That's, just think about, that's an incredible, like a huge number of animals to be traveling with and to send as a gift. So what ends up happening is that Esau, they see each other and they embrace. So all of this worrying of what might happen, actually they're hugging, and it's this really beautiful reunion. And Esau says, "Why'd you send all of this to me?" And Jacob said that, I didn't want you to be mad at me anymore. He was very honest about his intentions. And I want you to keep it. And Esau says, no. He says, Yesh li rav achi, yehi lecha asher lach, which means, I have so much, my brother, keep what you have. But Jacob insists and says, you've been so gracious, keep it. Plus, God has been favorable to me. He says, v'yesh li kol, I have everything. So Esau ends up keeping the gift. Someone named Matthew Berkowitz is the director of Israel programs for the Jewish Theological Seminary. He's a rabbi and artist living in Israel. And he gives a commentary on this interaction that I thought was very interesting. He notices a difference where Esau says that I have rav, I have a lot. And Jacob says, kol, I have everything. Why? He links this to the fact that Esau, we know this about him from the earlier story, is a man of the field. He likes to hunt. He's out there, doing things. Where it says Jacob is an ish tam, a simple man who likes to dwell in the tent, a homebody. And he quotes a commentator, the Sfat Emet, who says that Jacob doesn't literally have kol. It's not that he has everything, but because he's connected to God in the spiritual realm as opposed to the physical, he's content. He feels as though he has it all. What else could he need? And that Berkowitz points out that we tend to move kind of between these two things. Like most of us are not all physical or all spiritual, but that we tend to have a drive to acquire and to amass things and to get things that we want. But at a certain point to feel like, no, I need to stop and be content with what I have, because things are not everything, right? And anyone who's had to get rid of things knows that you do have to let go and realize that you can be happy without so many things, which is not exactly the message, right? Exactly, this time of year. It's that things will make things better for me, things will make things better for the people that I love. It's a way of showing love. And we also know how hard it is to shop for someone who doesn't really seem to need anything, right? That's very tricky. So I think about that connection when we think about Hanukkah as it comes up. And even the fact that Hanukkah, in many ways, is more about like having enough things than the spiritual. Like, what's the miracle? That there was enough oil, right? Like a very physical thing. It's like, oh, is there enough? Is there going to be enough? Do we have enough? Yes, we do, and that's a miracle. So we have to remember that there is even that element to Hanukkah, gifts aside. But the point, the miracle, is that we were able to win this victory and be able to rededicate the temple, the place of our spiritual lives, right, of our prayers and our connecting to God, and that being able to light the menorah was just a means, to getting to that really important end. And that the temple itself is not supposed to be a place where we strive, but actually a place of peace, of peacefulness and contentment. And that when you give sacrifices like they used to do there, that's a way of saying, I have enough. This is for God, that I don't need to have every single goat in my flock. I can give this away as a way of connecting. So I just want us to, kind of think about that tension this time of year around the importance of gifts, right, and what they signify, but also reminding ourselves of, really what we want, which is to feel at peace with what we have and to feel at peace with our families and our friends and a spiritual connection to God. And then we too can say that we are blessed with hakol, with everything. Shabbat shalom. We now join together in reciting the Mourner's Kaddish in memory of those who perished in the Holocaust, victims of disaster and terror and strife around the world, and those for whom there is no one to recite Kaddish. That's on page 30. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'alama divra kirute v'yamlich malchute, v'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chaye d'chol beit Yisrael, v'agala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mivarach leolam ulalmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitroma v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudasha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran b'alama v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. We remain standing and turn to page 39a for Baruch Hu.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
You may be seated.
ומעביר יום ומביא לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו, אל חי וקיים, תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד, ברוך אתה אדוני המריב ערבים. אהבת עולם בית ישראל, עמך אהבת. תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת. על כן אדוני אלוהינו, בשכבנו ובקומנו, נשיח בחוקיך, ונשמח בדברי תורתך, ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד, כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ובהם נגה יומם ולילה. ואהבתך אל תוסי ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. Adonai Elohechem emet. ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם, משה ובני ישראל הכנו שירה, בשמחה רבה ויאמרו כולם, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נהרתי לו רוסי פלא. מלכותך ראובנך, בוקע ים לפני משה, זה אלינו ויאמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר, כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
Let's join together in the English on the left side of page 45. Allow us, Adonai our God, to sleep peacefully. Awaken us to life, O Sovereign. Spread over us your canopy of peace. Restore us with your good counsel, and save us for the sake of your name. Shield us. Remove from us enemies, pestilence, sword, starvation, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you, God, watch over and deliver us. And you, God, are sovereign, merciful, and compassionate. Ensure our going and coming for life and peace, now and forever. May you spread over us your canopy of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, who spreads the canopy of peace over us, over all the people Israel, and over Jerusalem.
ושמור צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ולשלום מעתה ועד עולם, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ברוך אתה אדוני, הפורש סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים.
We rise and turn to page 46 for Vishamru.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל עוד היא לעולם, כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש. יתגדל ויתקרא שמי רבה, וילמד דברי חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי לכל בית ישראל, בגלה ובזמן הקריב יאמרו. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עולמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן בעלמא ויאמרו.
Now individually with the Amidah. It begins on page 47. continue on page 53. Please rise.
ויחולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם, ויחל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה, וישבות ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה, ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי, ויקדש אותו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא Elohim elasot.
May be seated.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avoteinu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Konei Shamayim v'Aretz Magen Avot b'devaro, Mechayeh metim b'mamaro, Ha'el HaKadosh she'en kamohu, Hameniach le'amo, b'yom Shabbat kodesho, Kivam ratza lehaniach lahem, Kivam ratza lehaniach lahem, Lefanav navod b'yira v'fachad, V'nodeh lishmo b'chol yom et tamid, Me'en haberachot, El hahodaot, Adon HaShalom, Mekadesh HaShabbat, Mavarech Shevi, Umeniach B'kedusha, Le'amedu Shnei Oneg, Zecher Lemase V'Reishit. Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avoteinu, Retzeh v'menuchoteinu, Kadeshenu b'mitzvotecha, V'tein chelkeinu b'toratecha, Sabeinu mituvecha, V'samcheinu b'shuatecha, V'taher libeinu le'avdecha, Bemet, V'hanechilenu Adonai Eloheinu, B'ahava uvratzon Shabbat kodshecha, V'yanuchu v'Yisrael, Mekadeshei shemecha, Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Yikaral v'yikadash shemei rabba, b'yalmod v'rach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayir chol beit Yisrael, b'agolo v'zman kori v'yimru.
Amen.
Yehi shmei rabba mevorach, le'olam ul'olmei olmaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal shemei rekutsha. Le'ela min kobechata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran b'yalma v'imru. תקבל צלתנו ואותן דכל ישראל, קדם אבוהון דבשמיא ואמרו, יהי שלום רבה מן שמיא, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו, עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו.
Amen. Turn to page 55 and we rise for Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddishanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodesho, v'ahava u'v'ratzon, hinechilanu, zikaron lemase v'reishit. כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים, כי באנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, ושבר קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו, ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
Amen. Continue with Aleinu on page 56.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ככתוב בתורתך אדוני ימלוך לעולם וערב, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
You may be seated. Tonight we recall the following loved ones of our congregation: Jonathan Adel, Hyman Benetovich, Robert Benson, Sidney Berzon, Esther Bleichfeld, Benjamin Bollett, Jack Boxer, Solomon Browdigam, Sherman G. Chudrow, Gilda Denton, Frank Gelman, Carl Gerst, Jenny Glazer, Mary Halpern, Shmil Isrer, Leon Kam, Raquel Kubiak, Emily Carland, Morris Lattis, Helen Leff, Dr. Emmanuel Levin, Rakio Lifshitz, Philip Littman, Joseph Malik, Mary Polikoff, Matthew Poole, Harriet Sachs, Sarah Sally G. Scheib, Arthur Schneider, Gerhard Shoemaker, Leonard J. Sims, Arthur Stern, Sarah Strauss, Clara Weinstein, Samuel Weinstock, Esther Grinberg Weinstock, Donald Weissman, Dr. Stanley Wolfeld, Shmuel Yergrau, Dr. Maurice Zackheim. I invite you to rise and to share any other names of people that you're remembering tonight, as well as your relationship with them. We join together in Mourner's Kaddish, page 58. Yitgadal, Yitgadash, Shemei Rabbah, V'alma, Divra, Kirute, V'amlich Malchute, B'chayechon, Uvyomechon, Uv'chaye, Jechol Be Israel, Ba'agala, Uvizman, Kariv, V'imru, Amen. Yehe Shemei Rabbah, Mivarach, Leolam, Ulamei, Almaya. Yitbarach, v'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar, v'yitromam, v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar, v'yitaleh, v'yitalal, shemei dekudasha b'richu, le'ela minkol birchata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alama v'imru, amen. Yehe shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, May their memories be a blessing. You may be seated. Now I'd like to call forward Sue Raccoon, Vice President of our board, to give our announcements.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Cantor Spindler and Rabbi Rich, for leading a beautiful service this evening. Everybody, you can pick up the flyer in the lobby, and many of you were given one as you came in, so you certainly can see that there's a lot to do and there's a lot to participate in here at Temple. In the upcoming weeks for the holidays, we have Kesher Outstretched Arm, Community Hanukkah celebration. That's Sunday, December 15th. That needs an RSVP. There is Latkes and Laughs on December 17th. Also needs an RSVP. Most of these things do. January 1st, Hanukkah party and dinner needs an RSVP, just these kinds of things. Sunday, February 2nd, so getting into February, that's a little bit farther away, but there's a program called Who Knows One. There's a beautiful description of it in the flyer, and it looks like it would be a fun time, sort of a 6 degrees of separation event where it sounds like it would be a hoot, a laugh, get to know people, and have a good time. If there's anything else that you have a question about, certainly you can ask me or anyone else here at Temple, President, Vice Presidents. And good Shabbos, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you. We conclude with Shalom on page 211.
Adon olam, Hashem olach, b'terem kol yitzir nivra, le'et nasa v'chefzo kol, azai melech shemo nikra. Adon olam, Hashem olach, b'terem kol yitzir nivra, le'et nasa v'chefzo kol, azai melech shemo nikra, ve'acharei kichlot hakol, levado yimeloch nora, vehu haya, vehu hoive, vehu yeh betifara. Adon olam Hashem olach, b'terem kol yitzir nivra, le'et nasa v'chefzo kol, azai melech shemo nikra, vehu echad ve'ein sheni, lehamshilo lehachbira, beli reshit, beli tachlit, ve'lo ha'oz ve'ha'misra. Adon olam Hashem alach, b'terem kol yitzir nivra, le'et nasa v'chefzo kol, azai melech shemo nikra, vehu eli v'chai goali, v'tzur chevli b'tzara, v'hu nisi umanos li, menot kosi be'amekra. Adon olam Hashem olach, b'terem kol yitzir nivra, le'et nasa v'chefzo kol, azai melech shemo nikra, beyado avkid ruchi, ve'et ishan ve'a'ira, ve'imruchi geviati, Adonai li ve'lo ira. Adon olam Hashem olach, b'terem kol yitzir nivra, le'et nasa v'chefzo kol, azai melech shemo nikra. Shabbat Shalom. Yeah. It's hot,
So
yeah.
you are in good voice tonight,
Thank you.
Cantor.
Thank you.
And welcome home. Was it a wonderful break? It was good to be there. Met up with new people.
I made new friends.
Oh,
rabbi
this,
friends.
this is good news. From all over or from?
Really all over, besides North America, which is all over.
Right.
I met rabbis from Brazil,
Right.
Germany,
Wonderful.
Ukraine.
Oh, that was interesting that somebody got there.
Yeah, so this woman, she's Russian, but she's been serving these communities in Ukraine.
Right.
Since it's got started. She's
Sure.
telling us a lot about her chastity. And, she never go home, basically, to Russia.
Never.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. She's young, so life is long, but not anytime soon.
Okay, well, great.
How are you? She's two of my favorite Lindas.
Oh,
Well, you
well.
say the toddler Lindas.
Linda, you could be an honorary
Yeah, you can be a
Linda,
Linda.
so your husband can get excited about one other Linda. He definitely turns it on for the Lindas.
Oh, he does.
He does.
It's genuine,
Yeah, it's a good thing my name isn't Sherry.
Yeah.
You know, but
It would change the relationship a little.
So,
Shabbat Shalom. I won't be here tomorrow. I'm sorry. Hi. Shabbat Shalom. Going home and have something to eat.
They have a
Busy day, as usual.
Good Shabbos.
Shabbat Shalom.
How are you?
I also went to,
Good.
maybe leave the hangers, just bring the coats.
I also was there in December. So you brought me back. You
Oh,
took me back.
She's always talking.
It took me away.
Gorgeous doggy.
Yeah, she's good.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
She's a good puppy.
She's still a puppy?
I also wanted to mention,
Oh, okay.
because I ran women
Good hey.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. That's right. Great girl.
with Rabbi
Good Shabbos to you.
from Nishma.
It's always wonderful seeing
And
you.
what was the other ones? There were like
Oh,
three.
that's
and I'm
very
like,
nice. Say goodbye to her. That's
I
good.
did some work for
Pardon the interruption.
Nishma.
Good Shabbos, Rabbi. I didn't want you to think I was ignoring you. Okay.
Those women are so learned.
Come on, let's look at your jacket.
Yes.
Very impressive.
Especially women's issues too.
Right, which is so great. You don't want to talk to men about those things.
So, that was the last real Shabbat time. So many people had every year. And that's when I first heard this family.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
Oh my gosh. Wait, like that was how long ago? At least, wow. Oh my gosh. I love it.
you know,
Why don't you take the coats off the hangers? At the
people weren't
or did you do that
coming to
already?
Shabbat
Thank you.
anymore.
What did you say?
People didn't want to come to Shabbat.
Right, they're the best. That part's hard. Yeah, it's not a conference anymore, right? It's just a day. What a shock, because